Okay, let's do it. So I'm gonna record this episode uncut because I'm real like that, and because editing is fucking boring, dude. Like, it's fucking boring, and I do all my episodes without a script. So let's get into it. This episode, I'm really psyched to talk about self-confidence, the truth of self-confidence and how to reach it, right? Because I know that everyone wish to be self-confident, and everybody that is self-confident, they see the power of self-confidence, right? There's a lot of power with that because it is noticeable when you're a self-confident person. Not only people will notice that and respect you, but everything that you do with self-confidence just changes the whole aspect of what you're doing. For example, that's a phrase that I really like, that it's not what you sell it, but it is how you sell it, right? So self-confidence is like 90% of everything you do. If you want to reach certain levels of goal, if you're speaking in public, if you're doing anything with self-confidence, it just changes the whole subject. For example, if you're looking for friends, right, you want to make new friends, you want to influence people, and you want to make friends. If you do it with self-confidence, like if you reach out to anyone with self-confidence and just want to meet them and know them better, they will notice if you are struggling to say things, if you're scared of rejection. Everyone is highly noticeable. Like, people will notice that because it's in the body language, it's in your voice. Just people will notice. And if you do it with self-confidence, which I will teach you how to reach it, man, everything will fucking change in your life. I promise you that. Like, everything will change. So first off, there isn't no self-confidence without you being truth and you being yourself. Like, that's the master key. You need to be your fucking self, and you need to like it, and you need to be looking for self bettering, right? Like, you need to better yourself every day, and that will make you become more self-confident with yourself. That will create trust with yourself and will create control. Like, a lot of people, like 90% of people, like every type of person you will meet, like 90% will be people who are controlled by others. People who are controlled by social media or are controlled by the fucking government, like, will be alienates, right? Like, they are controlled by fear. They are controlled, like, they need someone to tell them what to do. And if you're not if you're the person who are telling others what to do, man, people will fucking venerate you. People will see you as a fucking god. Like, they can not show that, but they know truly, like, oh my god, how the fuck this person is so fucking confident. And that's because you don't fall for others bullshit, because you have self-control. So watch my episode on self-control. And man, when you have self-control, when you can control your mind and not fall for procrastination or for your mind's resistance to not do what you have to do, that's fucking self-confidence. And that's what is missing for you to achieve your goals. If you don't have self-confidence, that's what is fucking missing. So for having self-confidence you need to dismiss other people's opinion, right? You need to dismiss other people's opinion because you know what you're doing. No, if you are a self-controlled person and you know what you're doing and why you're doing things, you know, you have this awareness. So that's a fucking step right there. That's a fucking step. So basically, in order to be self-confident in by other people's viewing, you need to be self-confident by your point of view. You know, like that's all that matters. So here's the thing, I'm fucking sick right now. I got the flu and my body's weak, but my mind is just running wild, and I hate, you know, being in my room doing fucking nothing. So I'm here recording this podcast because an empty mind results in a mind controlled by the devil. You know, like the devil controlled an empty mind. So you will feel boredom and you will feel the necessity to prioritize things that don't really matter. So that's the truth of self-confidence, you know, is that when your mind is set on a goal and you just prioritize your goal and things that really matter, that are your self-control and your health, and you know, you working for yourself, not for others. Like that's the priority you need to have in life. You know, you need to create something yourself and work for yourself only. You know, because that's the key to success. You know, you cannot expect to succeed by working for others, you know, because other people are using you for themselves to succeed. So that's not a way to go. And when you have a mind set on a goal, you know, people, there's something about you, you know, there's a spark, and people notice that. People notice that you are looking, that you have priorities, that you are a strong and focused person. That's fucking what inspires people. These are qualities that people want for themselves, so they are going to admire you, you know, if you're a person, a focused person, and all that. Like that's self-confidence, you know. You need to, when you're self-confident, you're not thinking like, oh my god, what do I need to do to be self-confident? Like you just are, and that's how you do it, you know. It's like the mindset of working for yourself and creating something. Like you need to think, that's how I'm going to make money and be happy, you know, and it's working for myself. And it doesn't matter what you do, if you're an artist, if whatever, you know, but you're not working for others. Like, and it's going to be hard in the beginning, but it's completely worth it. Like that's how much you are willing to put the work. No, it's like you don't need any, like you don't need to see the results now. You know that it's going to work. You know that your career and what your goals are is going to come to you, and it's going to be worth it. Like that's self-confidence. That is self-confidence, and people will admire you for that. Like that's fucking self-confidence, man. That's all you need. All I've talked about until now is a self-confidence of your character, your personality, and like there's also the part of your physical appearance, right? Your physical appearance. Like I think that social media tells us that like to be self-confident you need to work out and like dress yourself well, and that's not going to gain you self-confidence. self-confidence. I told before what's going to give you that self-confidence, but the physical part of self-confidence, it is drawn by working out and dressing well and making you feel good for yourself. So just take a look in the mirror and think, am I comfortable with myself? But don't go into, oh my god, I need fucking plastic surgery. You need to accept yourself, but things that you can change, that you think that it will make you feel better, then go and do it. Go to the gym. Having a nice body is really, really cool for wearing clothes and all. So go to the gym, do that if that makes you comfortable. But remember that that's really not everything. That's just a small step. And for me, for example, I only wear black. My clothes are all black because I don't fucking feel comfortable wearing color. I don't look good. I don't like it. So I don't do it. That's something that I can control, that I just don't do it. And that's self-confidence, don't think about, oh my god, I'm wearing black every day, people are going to think that and this. No, I don't get into that. I don't give a fuck. It's about me, So prioritize yourself over others, because you don't owe anybody shit. You owe it to yourself. That's the only person in the whole fucking world that you owe something is for yourself. So do that for yourself. That's self-confidence right there. And if you like that podcast, give a 5-star rating, subscribe, because I'm uploading a shit ton of things. And yeah, let's get into that together. We can do it. We can do it. And if you don't believe in yourself, no one will. That's self-confidence, just follow your heart blindly, because it's trying to tell you something. You're here for a fucking reason. We won the sperm race. We are here for a reason, man. And we're not here for working meaningless jobs and fucking surviving. No, we are here to live, and we're gonna get there. And it's going to be hard, but that's the fun part of it. When you do something you love, it's going to be hard, but man, that's life. There's nothing better than being a fucking workaholic with a passion in our hearts. So yeah, see you guys later.